Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Fuco, the Wind Lich. This is another spotlight where essentially we're going to be looking at his skills. We're going to go through the monster info, see what people have to say, the usage that, the places he's being used, the rune statistics. We'll look at how I've built him, and then we'll use him in a couple places, and then that'll pretty much be that. So let's not waste too much time. First thing I want to note is Fuco's base speed. I think that is always something we should start taking. That's something we should start taking a look at. Where it's let's see how fast their base speed is. But 96. It's not that great. But you know what? For what we're going to be using him for, most likely, you won't really need to worry too much about base speed. But he does have a leader skill where he increases the attack power of monsters in the arena by 33%. Ally monsters. His skill 1 is called Soul Summoning, where he summons the souls of the dead to attack the enemies 2 to 3 times. Each attack has a 40% chance to decrease the enemy's attack speed for 2 turns, and fully skilling it up will increase the harmful effect rate. So obviously this skill 1 is going to be good for places like Necropolis. It can be good for places like Punisher's Crypt, where decreasing the enemy's attack speed is super duper important. And especially in places like Necropolis and Punishers, you can't bring attack bar reduction. Like, you can technically in Punisher's Crypt, you can bring attack bar reduction, but the enemy just instantly gains a turn. So you're literally hindering yourself by bringing attack bar reduction. But you can prevent the enemy from moving as often by placing slows on them, and this is the same with Necropolis. That is kind of like what you want to go with, is by placing these attack speed slows while placing an attack speed buff on yourself. So this is a really good skill 1. Attack speed slow for 2 turns. I like it. Plus, again, multi-hit. So again, really good for Necropolis. Skill 2 is called Deadly Touch. He attacks the enemy target 3 times to decrease the enemy's defense for 2 turns with a 35% chance with each attack, and exchanges the decreased attack speed effect with the stun effect for 1 turn every 2 turns when fully skilled up. So defense break and a stun only if the enemy has decreased attack speed, which it's not going to be too hard to get on the enemy, considering he has attack speed here and then also his passive. But again, love the multi-hits. Great for both those dungeons that I was mentioning earlier. Plus a defense break. And the cooldown time of it is not bad at all. I mean, every 2 turns, it's nice. So his passive is called Wall of the Dead. He creates a shield every turn to absorb incoming damage proportionate to your level. Decreases the attacker's attack speed for 1 turn if you're attacked when you have the shield, and counterattacks with Deadly Touch if the shield is destroyed by the enemy's attack, which Deadly Touch is skill 2. So decreases attack speed. Like, he gains a shield every turn, and then when you attack him, he'll counterattack regardless, right? No. Okay, so he decreases attack speed for 1 turn if you're attacked. But if the shield is destroyed, then he'll counterattack with his skill 2. So you're always going to have decreased attack speed on the enemy, which is going to be good, again, for places like Punishers and Necropolis, which is probably going to be the places that we're going to actually be using him. And then, again, a shield to offset incoming damage. That's really big for places like Punishers and Necropolis, where I know a lot of you guys have a bit of trouble when you first start off. So Fuco could be really good here, and I don't think that his skill ups are necessary. For skill 2, to get it off more often, that's cool and all, but it's not necessary for him to work. It'd be better, but it's not necessary. So the way you would build him is he has a lot of counterattack potential, so you can build him Vampire. You don't have to build him Vampire Revenge. You could build him Vampire on Vampire Blade. You can I would stick with Vampire, but you could also go Rage. I wouldn't necessarily go Violent, because it doesn't mean anything necessarily. He's going to get a shield every time he takes a turn. Maybe you can go Violent Nemesis. I believe Nemesis is the one that increases attack bar. But yeah, I think it's either Vampire or Rage. And if you don't have, obviously you're not going to have Vampire or Rage by the time you first start Necropolis. So you can go Fatal Energy or Fatal Blade. But let's take a look at the monster info. So we have this first comment that just says nice, and this was today. Was this today? No, it's not even the 8th yet. But They have him on a Rage Broken set, so he's on attack, or attack, crit damage, attack. He has enough crit rate, I guess. Pretty decent crit damage. I mean, this is kind of, yeah, what a Fuco would look like. I don't like the blue runes. Finish upgrading your runes. All these should be plus 15. But let's see his artifacts. So his runes, I mean, yeah, that's kind of in the direction you want to aim. His artifact does damage taken from light and dark or decrease, which is that's what you want. Additional damage by attack. Yep. I would try to throw in, and if you could, take out the additional damage. Either take out the additional damage by attack or defense. I'd say, I guess, take out the defense because you don't have a lot of it. And then put in counterattack damage increase. And then this one, skill 1 accuracy, which is good. Skill 1 crit damage is good. And additional damage by his stats. So, not bad. Again, I don't want to say it's terrible, but it's not bad. I like this comment. I just want to mention it. One of the most boring and uninnovative monsters I have ever seen. What are you talking about? He's a wall with retaliation attacks. Handy to have in a group, especially with anyone that can grant immunity. Solid eye. And then, let's see. HP. Okay. 1, his shield isn't based off of his HP. So, okay. Never mind. Awesome monster. I don't know why I'm arguing with these comments. Nope, because speed, attack, defense. They ruined my boy, right? Let's see. Did they ruin your boy? Your boy's not even built. Bring back the old Fuco at Comtuous. Is he bad now? The old Fuco. You don't bring back the old Fuco. Bring back going back into Kairos. Farm your things, boy. But, counterattack damage. He still has these old artifacts, bro. This is an old artifact. Counterattack damage plus 7%. Wow. This guy has not played in a while. But, no, because he's just not touched his Fuco in a while. Let's go to usage. So, of course, he's being used in Punisher's Crypt Abyss. We'll try some of these teams. But, yeah, Punisher's Crypt Abyss. Rift of the Light Beast. I guess he could be a frontline tank. If he's going into Light Beast, I'm bringing him as a frontline tank. Necropolis Abyss, which we will try this team right here, the one right there. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna just bring him in Punishers and Necropolis. I mean, those are the big places. Violent Revenge, cool. Vampire Revenge, yeah. I mean, Vampire Revenge seems all right. That's probably, I think that's what I'm using. Revenge. So I guess, no, that's not even triple revenge because it would show 3 revenges there. But Violent, I guess Violent is for people using him in guild content because you're not bringing him on Violent and Necropolis. Because he's better, because like the Violent procs, you're going to get less Violent procs out. Actually, no, I guess the Violent procs will work in a way. I don't know, I would go Vampire Revenge. But he's attack or speed, crit damage, attack, which... yeah, either slot 2 you go attack or speed. I'd go attack, crit damage, attack. I mean, you're really counting on his counterattacking. Hold up, did I mess up? Go attack, crit damage, attack, because you're relying on his counterattacking abilities. But let's take a look at how I've built mine. Okay, so of course I've kind of started dipping into his skill ups. I'm gonna get his skill ups done when I can because I think it will be worth it eventually to get this up every 2 turns. But again, I don't think it's completely necessary. Here is his stats. So, not the greatest, but I'm dipped a little bit into the attack, into crit rate and crit damage, and then I do have a little bit of accuracy. I tried to get some accuracy on him. So you'll see in the stats that he actually has a decent amount of HP as well. So, I've tried to get a little bit of everything, but this is what I had. This is what I could give him at the time. But, yeah, I mean, no, I could have. Could I have changed this? Nah, there ain't really nothing. Anyways, but yeah, so, what we're going to do, before I even forget, artifacts, counterattack and co-op attack damage plus 10%. Remember, he counterattacks on his passive. Damage taken from dark minus 6%. Additional damage by defense, whatever. Damage dealt on water, whatever. This one, skill 3 accuracy. Hopefully that helps with his passive. Counterattack, co-op attack damage plus 9%, crit damage taken minus 3, and own turn 1 target crit damage plus 4%. So let's see what we could do with him. Let's take him into a couple places. Okay, so here we are in Punisher's Crypt Abyss Hard. We're going to do this team and then we'll potentially take a look at another team, but we have this team right here. There's a lot of speed slows, a lot of damage. The only thing we don't have is a lot of spell vamp. Or not spell vamp. I'm thinking of a different game. Of healing. So, let's see. I believe that you're supposed to do 1, 2... Yeah, the left crystal, right crystal, and then the other one. So, we're getting in a decent amount of damage. But you'll notice that this has to do a lot with attack bar manipulation, where we're boosting a lot of turns. So we don't really have to worry too much about healing, since we're just pushing out so many turns. Like that. So it's fine, I guess, that we don't have a healer, but we don't care about the waves. I think we care more about like how it's going to look like in the boss stage, because... Ooh, oh, gosh, that's disgusting to see. Ooh, that's scary. That was way too close. By the way, I know one of y'all told me to turn off the thing. To turn off the thing in the, gosh, what is it called? In the settings. But I just keep forgetting to. So, we just got attacked. Let's see his passive. His passive didn't proc. Maybe I should be attacking the main boss instead. So there his passive worked. You saw that the attack speed decreasing effect was placed on the boss. But, I mean, this team's not doing bad. I don't care if Crow dies. If it's fast and consistent. I mean, it's not really fast, but if it's consistent, then that's all that really matters. Boom. So attack speed decreasing. Ugh, gosh. I don't think this... I mean, this could do it. We have 2 defense breaks. It's just, we don't have any sense of healing. And maybe I wasted time by going for the crystals, but... Yeah, gosh. We might have to try a different team. There goes Verd. Because I don't think my Lich or my units aren't ruined bad in any way. I mean, they're pretty decent. But now we're just relying on both of them. They did it. They did it. This is not good by any means. I mean, maybe the targeting is different. But, ooh. This is actually really good. I'll keep that. Hold up. Let's, gosh. Let's see something. Okay, so we've tried something a little tiny bit different, where we're bringing Irogar instead of Crow, since Crow dies fairly easy. I mean, we have some lifesteal. We're going to have an attack buff. We might survive more. I mean, there's less, team-ups, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay, so we get buffed. Gosh, why does it feel like Verd's just not critting? Oof. So we're still aiming for left crystal, right crystal, and then boss. We might try aiming just for the boss, but... I think that left crystal's a menace. It's a bit of a menace. But who knows? Maybe we could, because we just have so many consistent defense breaks and slows and all that. Ooh. This attack buff is really working for us. Of course they're going to aim for Irogar. But that's expected. Boom. So now the boss is slowed, meaning it's going to move just a bit less. Nice. This is actually going by pretty smooth. And now the boss is going to lose their attack speed buff. They don't have the right crystal to give it to them anymore. I mean, the boss is cooked at this point. It's just a matter of time. But the slows are really helpful. Oh my gosh. Boom. That's it, pretty much. Yeah. So that's slightly more consistent. That's much better. A minute 44. That's not bad. I mean, that's not bad at all. I mean, if you have Fuco and then all the rest of the units are free to play, it's just like that's your Punisher script abyss team right there. But let's move on to Necropolis. I want to see how he does in Necropolis. Okay, so for Necropolis, we're going to use a couple different teams. The team that I saw, like I went back to the monster info to see what team they used. It requires us taking out Shaman or whatever, but I want to see if we can kind of skate by with this team. If not, we'll take out Lauren and Shaman and then we'll put into 2 Inagamis. Because it was like, gosh, I swear to God your name is Juno. I wish I can remember names. Fire Magic Knight, Fuco, Iragar, and then Ryok and Ikaru. Which, you lose damage by not bringing Shaman. I mean, maybe you might not lose too much damage. I mean, everybody you bring kind of has a lot of attacks, so who knows? Maybe we're gonna try it, but I want to try this first to see how much how effective it is. Now, the wave clear ain't gonna be as good as it would be with the Inagamis because the Inagamis just put out so much damage thanks to the co-ops, but we're not suffering too much. I mean, the stuns are what's really getting us right now. And then here we are at the boss stage. You know what? I promise, after this, I'm going to go turn off the setting. I know a lot of you guys are annoyed by it. She's going to attack Fuco, and destroys the shield. So this is actually, okay. So she destroys the shield. So technically, he gets a counterattack, and he procs that little freaking Immortal Soul passive where she can't, she can't be attacked. She can't be hurt. Problem is the shield is too big for the boss to do anything, so this is really only for okay, we're getting some damage in. We probably do need to take Lauren out and Shaman. We'd get much more damage out. We would have gotten Juno back way earlier. I hope Juno is her name. Okay, he's gonna steal somebody in a second. He's taking Shaman. That's better. Boom. And then we do enough damage. I think, yeah, it's important to go attack, crit damage attack. And actually, you know what? Since the boss, every time he does that little AoE, it gets stronger. Eventually, he will be just destroying the shield. So that wasn't incredibly fast, and I think it was because we have Lauren and Shaman. I mean, we also could just put in Ikaru. I'm going to sell that. Let's see. Let's try it. Why not? Boom, boom. Let's just go in with this. I guess this will work. So we're going to have great wave clear. Nice. What? You didn't kill. It doesn't matter. It's back up anyways. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm liking this. Okay. This is good. I'm liking it so far, but again, what really matters is the boss stage. See how they handle the boss stage. Because if not, you can just I can probably twin it. She's going to attack Fuco. She didn't kill Fuco this time. But they got her back almost the exact same turn. And then you have the counter from the Ikaru. And then there's the slow. So we'll be able to take more turns. Nothing entirely crazy. We were able to get out a whole lot more turns. I'm noticing that we're getting more turns out. And then he destroys his shield, so we counterattack. Oh my gosh. That was clean as fuck. Okay. That's... A minute 25 is not bad. A minute 25 is not bad. And I don't think I ever for a second wondered if they were going to lose. Is there another combination we want to try? Let's see. We'll do this. I know it's probably not going to be as fast, but we still get Shaman's damage, and we get Shaman's heal off of his skill 1, which I think is a pretty big thing. I think Shaman, he can get out tons of damage, he can tank a lot of damage, and he's good for survivability thanks to his skill 1 healing allies. So who knows? Is Shaman faster? Gosh, that's not good. Because I guess you need Fuco to be just a bit faster than Shaman. Just a bit. Because you want Shaman to be the one to move absolutely last. But it's fine. If it works, it works. Gosh, we're actually getting out a decent... Oh, God. That's fine. Whatever. I don't like how he got that attack buff like that, but... So taking Juno. I hope I'm calling her, like, Juno's the correct name. So, nullifies attacks 3 times. Okay. We got her back first turn, which is big. Boom. 2 counters. Okay. Then we got the slow, which is important. We're going to kill the... or delete the boss's HP this next turn. Or we should have. What the heck? Gosh, we're moving so much. That attack speed slow is really big. So it seems like the one with the Inugami is better because it seemed to be going way faster. And Fuco kills it. Okay. Oh, nice. I like it. The other one was definitely faster. The Inugami's was definitely faster. Yeah, 205. God. Okay, let's just go back to the monster info. Okay, so when it comes down to Fuco, I want to give him easily. Like, I saw all those comments that they didn't like Fuco, but I think, like, if you get him, he's definitely, like, a good build. I think, like, I don't know, do I want to give him, like, an 8.5 out of 10? Maybe I'm just giving too many high numbers of units. But he's performing well. I mean, for what you're going to use him for. I would use him for Punishers. I would use him for Necropolis. You saw the times. I mean, like, for the last Punisher script team, we got, what was that, like a minute 25? That's not bad. No, that was Necropolis. I can't remember what we got for... Oh, it was a minute 44. We got a minute 44 for Punisher's Crypt, so that's a good beginner unit for it. For a minute 44, it's not bad. And the Necropolis, we got a minute 25. I mean, and he does play a big role. The attack speed decreasing, you notice that we got tons of turns out in Necropolis, which means, obviously means, like, the more turns we can get out, the more damage we can deliver to the boss. So, I think his kit, it's amazing for those 2 dungeons. So he's like a 2-in-1. I mean, Necropolis and Punisher's Crypt is going to be some of the hardest dungeons for a lot of people when going through Kairos. I think it's going to be the 2, or the 2, like, most difficult dungeons. So having Fuco, and you don't have to have him skilled up, you just throw him on Fatal in the beginning, and then Rage or Vampire, depending on what you want. I would go Vampire just for the safety, but you can also go Rage. It's just, like, he's a really good unit. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to give him 8.5. For Punishers and Necropolis, he definitely works, and you'll use him for quite a while. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I'm so tired today. Tell me what you think in the comments. You know, subscribe to the channel. I don't know if you want to see more videos like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.